Večer hlavně Pražáky, jmenuje se Jožin. Jožin spážin, močálem se blíží. Jožin spážin, k vesnici se...
Fuck you, I'm drunk. Fuck you, I'm drunk. Pour my beer down the sink. I've got more in the trunk. Fuck you, I'm drunk. Fuck you, I'm drunk. And I'm going to be drunk till the next time I'm drunk.
What's happening? We don't want to see all that over there. No, we don't. What are we looking at? We're looking at, no comment. It's called Hundreds of Babies. It's from Tripping Animals. They're the Tripping Animals Brewery. They're in Doral, Florida. And this is 8.5%, and it is a double IPA. So, any of you check out Foreign and Domestic last night? It was interesting. I have to say it was interesting. So I believe it was Daniel that threw out a thing in the comments and said, you know, what would it take for Ibomi to shave his head? And I said if we got $600 more donated. It smells tropical. Here you go, Scottson. I said if we donated $600 more, if we went from $14 to over $2,000 tonight, I would have Christine shave it right now. And well, something like 14 minutes later, this happened. Hey, I've been pretty forthright on the fact that I've never served in the military, but I serve the military. Can you believe Christine actually did this? This morning she walks past me. First time we encounter each other, she's looking down and she looks to her side. She goes, "Good morning, Mr. Clean." Okay, so there is a backbone of tropical fruitiness, the pineapple. It's okay. We'll talk about that more. I got some stuff in, and I know I'm responsible for some of these, mainly because the shit is spelt right. This is the Speed Bees moon clips that I ordered. And I told you that they came with a cool little carrying case, and that's actually pretty damn cool. And let's see, what side is the hinge? There we go. It came with 10 moon clips and a removing tool. I don't know. I think you could also use this to put them into the speed loader. Since then, I've had lots more sent to me, and J-Dog told me that he picked me up 10, and if his schedule works out, he may be here tomorrow because I have a few things for him. And this should be the other thing that I ordered. Oops. It just folded. It didn't. Yeah. remember even what model this was. Thought it looked cool. Picked it up. Ooh, it's kind of a. It's a Gerber. It has a. It's a pretty beefy knife, and I like that. I see that it has copper washers. It had the like pumpkin, like almost like a grenade kind of scales on both sides, and I like the color of that. I like the little extra little loop there, so when you're knife fighting, you know, it just deflects, because, you know, shit happens all the time to me. I know, Tardisius, you're not a huge fan of the jimping anywhere, and this one has none on it. This was kind of like for me, it was like the poor man version of the CRKT one. Someone sent me one. They sent me the Dividend. The Dividend. There's two versions of the Dividend. The one that I have sitting on my, so I don't forget, because I'm good at forgetting, is the Dividend that has the, actually has two-piece metal in the blade, and it looks wicked as hell. The one that I have is the same rest of the knife, just not the same blade. And I like this because this to me, it looked really cool, and now that I'm holding it in my hand, I do like it. It is and I want to say I paid another one of those Wade, you know, those deal ones. It was I think it was $23, and the I have to go back and it actually comes fairly sharp, but I like the details on it. It was when I saw it, it surprised me that it was a Gerber. I don't mean to say that mean, but to me, Gerber, that LMF that I have, that fixed blade, that one's badass. Other than that, Gerber has never really done much for me, but I gotta try oiling that or something to get rid of that creak. Yeah, I don't think I have the other one on me right now. I think it's upstairs in my other pair of pants. The Dividend. Yeah, I don't even remember what the hell this one is. Gerber gear. Picked it up off of someone on eBay. I figured if it sucked, I would just put it down the road, but I like its beefiness. Okay, Cherryville signs. Ebony Erickson on this one. Beginning of a Nightmare, January 20th, 2021. The rate in which I'm going, my truck is going to be twice as heavy as it was when I started. Ebomi with two E's, Crustiny. And let's try this one out. Ebomi Crustiny. 1997. Wrist, elbow, articulated wrists, elbow, knees, ankles. Thank you for your purchase. Wow. He is holding a not tricorder. He's holding a communicator. And of course he has the, some people can't do that. Those people aren't real Trekkies. That's all that means. Wow, that's awesome. He definitely is going to go in the Star Trek room. Now I need to make the decision. You know that whole, do you take it out or not? Johnny Watson bought me an original William Shatner Captain doll and, action figurine. And of course I never took it out of the package because the package is authentic also. So thank you. That is better than the Ken doll. Wearing a Star Trek uniform. And from Nash Fuel. And this one is to Ebomi, Ebomeey, Enich. Regulator. And hose. And my guess is this looks like the plate that would go on the body of the carburetor or whatever for converting something over to running on propane or natural gas. Tri-fuel low pressure conversion kit. Remove airbox cover. Okay. I love all these. I love all these mystery projects. And somebody sent Christine an inflatable pickle. Name also spelt wrong. Okay. It's down here actually working on a A laser. Sucks because I'm in search of trying to see if I can find a way to put this back into service, because there's nothing wrong with it except for the switch, which conveniently activated right now. Every time you press it, oh, there it goes. That should have been on the second press. Third press should be both. And if it gets out of level, it blinks. And then the last one locks it. And then off. And that is the best that it has worked. And it's not like I can take this this switch assembly apart, because it appears that it's probably a just peel and stick tab on here. I've got the wires that come through the plastic assembly and then go into the laser itself. And my searches of this so far have led me in the direction of discontinued, and it doesn't surprise me, because I want to say I bought this in 2004, but it's a good laser and I use it all the time. And like I said, press it once, it's supposed to be horizontal, press it again, it's vertical, press it again, it's both. That will balance out, and then the last one locks it. So if you're doing, like, say, stairs or something where you need to hit 2 dots and want to put like acres along the way. And in the last couple of uses, the switch started or stopped working. Disappointed. Let's see. Jeremy on the wrong video. Catching up after Texas. Zing Zing. A1. Satan Sauce Pickle Juice. Blue Healer was first with 2 thumbs up. Harmarsh says first, being second. Smile Money says almost first. Patriot Ninja says 12. Smile Money says wow. Blue Healer with 2 more thumbs up. And Harmarsh says congratulations on beating me. Gunwild says 4th, bitches. And Harmarsh says, hey Gunwild, good show last night. Gunwild says back to Harmarsh, thanks Harold, I enjoyed talking about the Cecil Hotel. And he says back to Gunwild, you're welcome, I enjoyed the discussion until my 9-year-old nephew FaceTimed me. He got a Lego Batman, showed me the Batmobile kit from the 89 Batman movie. I told him we'll have to get that and build it together. I have an old single-cylinder Harley-Davidson motorcycle I have to take a crank and do some restoration on. I bought it when I was 15. My brother knocked the tail light lens off and the bracket for the headlight and speedometer. I was at my niece's and went out to the garage and kicked the motorcycle over just to make sure that it didn't seize. Could be a fun project. Patriot Ninja says 3rd. Ben N says, what the fuck? Stalker Steve says, back for 7th-ish. Rich Huff says, cheers all. Cheers, Rich. Clyde, 9th, Whiskey and Revolution for all. Poco Loco says, what's up, Dr. Evil?
Well, Poco.
Asshole. I mean, love you. Dun, 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 dun. Oh, wow, this is going fast. I don't know what's happening here, but I'll have a little Ardbeg. Yet haven't had a chance to start doing the research, but Project High Point. Seriously, my brother-in-law absolutely loves that thing. That's fine. I think it's gone back. It's gone back once already. Broke a firing pin after, I think it was 3,000 rounds. Maybe it was more than 3,000 rounds. Right now, he knows that it has more than 6. And told me, quote unquote, you are not going to be able to get them to fix it. There's nothing special about me. They just take care of their customers. Their guns may be absolutely nothing special, but I know nobody that's ever complained about their service. So, we'll see. Clyde, no, they didn't name the beer after me. Poco Loco. Rogue is named after the river in Oregon. I lived there for a few years. It's a shithole. Oregon is a shithole. Anywhere you turn a liberal loose. You know, it's kind of fun. Isn't it ironic? The liberals are the ones that say conservative and Republicans just want to dirty the air and dirty the water, and they don't care about grandma. They just want to kill grandma, and blah, blah, blah. And yet, everywhere, like when they had those, when they had that big, the big, everybody showed up to contest the pipeline thing. I don't even remember what it was. Something like 23 garbage trucks, loads of shit. I mean, I'm sorry, they're the biggest hypocrite pigs on the planet. It's like they don't give a shit about anything but themselves. You know, get on your horse, whip a cause up, and then look the other way because you're just a lazy, fraudulent piece of shit. And Sean Hannity was talking today that Biden is now so emboldened himself because he just can sign away and do anything that he wants, and nobody's gonna stop him. And I don't know what is out there. I know Matt made the comment yesterday, but Sean Hannity said that he's planning on basically executive ordering out the Second Amendment. I hope you try. I mean, really go for it, because I know, you know what, the passion for firearms in hunting isn't a conservative liberal thing. It's an American thing. So there's a lot of Democrats that, and I have this question. It's really nice right now. I should be not hanging out with you guys. I should be hanging out with a cigar outside in the sun. But I was talking to Mike about that. I go, you know, this doesn't make any sense. You remember back when Trump tried to, you know, he wrote an executive order about no immigration and this, that, and the other thing, and some Peckerwood in the 9th District Court in Hawaii just said, nope. Well, where are the judges now? I mean, if you're going to tell me that Biden is going to write an executive order basically ending what we know as the Second Amendment, I mean, I'm sorry, but, you know, they always say that the pen is mightier than the sword, but right about now, I'd love to see some sword play, if you know what I mean. And I don't care, Smile Money. I would like to see 1,000 paper cuts. I'd like to see that dipshit fall down the stairs of Air Force One and land on Camel Toe and have them both adiosed. They didn't legitimately win, and everything that they represent is anti-American, and there was a reason that our founding fathers created the executive branches, and to have just one old douchebag with a pen writing whatever the fuck he wants, and all of a sudden this is law, is bullshit. I hope 1,000 ants swarm your asshole and eat you from within. I don't want to see it, but I'd love to hear about it. No, Clyde. No, Eric. It was from Star Trek: The Wrath of Dong. Probably was. Harmarsh. I posted a new episode every week of season 5 of The Expanse. I thought you had watched it. Well, where did you post it on Fagbook? Because I really, really don't give a shit about the only reason. There's 2 reasons. I know I'm out of jail and I got to go back and post. And, of course, one person's like, well, it doesn't really come as a surprise that you'd upset Facebook because you are an habitual offender. Yeah, but it's not like I post a bunch of shit that would get a visit from the Secret Service. I post funny memes, and I post truth as it affects our Constitution and the rights of Americans. And because of one faction of evil disagrees, of course they do own the keys to the kingdom, so it's not like Fagbook gives you the ability to actually, it's like, I dispute it. Yeah, okay, that's cool, but fuck you. It's even YouTube. YouTube has a higher level of, at least when they say it's nudity, I'm like, where is the nudity? And they're like, oh yeah, we were wrong. It's just like someone just flipped the switch, so it automatically just does it, so that to irritate me. But I don't care. I'll just I'll send an appeal for anything when I completely disagree. You just don't get that luxury at Fagbook. It's either their way or it's the highway. And see now, when I posted the thing saying that I'm sick and tired of just trying to speak like an American and have the freedom of speech, and people are like, well, I like David Brown. It's like, I disagree, you shouldn't leave, you keep your enemies, you're close. But see, Facebook isn't just about, if it's just about me getting under your skin, I don't care, fuck, nuke me for another 30 days. People see that shit, and then I just put it over on Parler, and I put it everywhere else anyway, which that's kind of funny because, at all these other locations, I never am put on a timeout. But after the conversation with NIHAP about security, Facebook is the biggest, I mean, you have granted them access to everything on your phone. Your contacts, the microphone, the camera, your files. I mean, if you are really, honestly worried about security and people getting in and tracking your every move, well then you are what I would say would be hypocritical to keep Fagbook, because it is the number one offender of your personal security. Now, if someone like my buddy Greg is just like, fuck him, I don't really care. It's like when you get the troll stuff, it's like, oh, hey, this is so and so, and I hacked into your system, and I got pictures of you masturbating. Oh, really? So do I. You want to swap? You want to buy some? What the fuck? Go fuck yourself. Say, okay, here, click on this so that you can see what I have. Oh, really? Yeah, let me just click on that so that I can have something loaded onto my system giving you a back door. If I don't, I'm telling you right now, when I get an email, if I don't directly know who you are, it doesn't even get opened, it gets deleted. And now you got the same shit happening with text messages. Hey, John told me that I was supposed to send you this. Yeah, okay, delete. I'm not clicking on your link. Smile Money, $10 a week. Matt, if someone pays you for weekly updates for stationary ships, their IQ must be lower than the spy. Laugh out loud. Loco. Amazon's new gimmick is they release 3 episodes at first to try to get you hooked, and then an episode a week thereafter. Bastards. Smart Money. If Matt repeats political nonsense like the Democrats are so dominant that they will be unchallenged, he needs help. Eric, help him. Don't encourage him. There's, yeah, there is absolutely no truth behind a Republican saying that we're just going to give up on the Republican Party and it's just going to be one. No, that is more propaganda to try to get someone like Mr. Pickle here to believe it. Clyde, the United States military has 6,000 M1 Abrams tanks in its arsenal, 38,000 armored vehicles total. It's just kind of weird to see 150 of them on a train in your local area. Salty Shellback, not to mention nakedness going on. Not too much nakedness going on. Well, still some. Then Scourge. They even fire on the ships in the. They even fire on the ships in the bottom left, like 1 square from the far left edge in the bottom row. Yes, yeah, that was I-1, 2, and 3, and it sunk. Oh, Smile Money says, sunk it. Smile Money. Calm down. Come down and meet the bar owner. But before 9, because he normally passes out, and it's self-serve after that. Poco Loco. You're having a poker night with your pals, and everything is going great, till your friends said that Home and Garden TV was his laundry folding channel. And I believe it or not, I can say love that, so true, yes it was. Poco, none of those have anything to do with what you said. J-Dog is here at work. Still waiting to hear if J-Dog's going to be here or not tomorrow. J-Dog, that's what I appreciate about you. What's that, J-Dog? Can't wait for you to be here. Didn't Scourge with the read more button. Yeah, you can put Linux on as much things as you want. Would just be downloaded, a disk, install, image, install onto a USB, can download programs to that, where just run the program, select the image, USB drive, hit go. Then disk partitioning the stuff to install, but if wiping the entire drive, removing Windows is easy, you can probably have him tell you which distro programs to use and stuff. Yeah, I don't want to. I don't want to do a dual partition or a dual boot. I am willing to just everything Windows is gone. Let's just do a clean install of Linux. NIHAP, the worst Star Trek film was the first one, the motion picture. Oh, definitely, I would never argue that fact. Harmarsh, it's a waffle iron, not a waffle pan. Smile Money says, Clyde knows shit. Matt doesn't know shit at all. Clyde with the read more button. On March 25th, 2021, the Sixth Circuit ruled that 1. An agency interpretation of a criminal statute is not entitled to Chevron deference. 2. Bump stocks cannot be classified as machine guns. Thus, the ATF rule is not the best interpretation of the law. And 3. The plaintiffs are likely to prevail in their challenge. Therefore, the district court should have granted the injunction. The court did not grant the injunction itself, but remanded the case back to the district court with instructions to do so. Oh, so I sort of didn't find mine yet? Harmarsh. Is simple the word tiger repeated 3 times for radio clarity, of which was a pre-established code to announce the surprise was achieved. Nothing more, nothing less. It's also a war movie from 1970. Smile Money. Christine can't have a motorcycle because Eric does stupid shit. Excuse me? That's not what I said. I said, I've crashed everything and I know what it's like, and I don't want her to get hurt. Not saying one way or the other. I have the same feelings because Samantha was almost, but I think she decided to get another beater car instead. She needs to rebuild the engine in her Subaru, and while the Subaru was down, she was trying to get her hands on another Impala. And she showed it to me, and it's like, oh my God, for, what is it, late 90s Chevy Impala, this thing looks like it never left the garage. And she possibly can get a very good deal on it. But, for about 5 seconds, about 5 days, she had planned on buying a Yamaha R6. And if you know anything about motorcycles, I would be willing to bet that side by side, off the line, through the turns, and to top end, the Yamaha, a new Yamaha R6 has better horsepower, cornering ability, and top end than my FZR 1000 had. And I don't feel really great knowing that Samantha wants something that can go almost 200 miles an hour because she's like me. And there was little unknowns about my FZR 1000, if you know what I mean. Harmarsh, Eric, that went around the world. Smile Money, J10, no sense bringing the bomb back to the carrier. J10. J10 is a miss. Of course, you know, now it's going to be, how long will it take you guys to find the smallest ship in the fleet? Harmarsh, I'm really beginning to wonder about Matt and you. Smile Money. Eric asked someone to set up hot nut question. Naturally, he has a trouble keeping a secret. No, I didn't. No, I didn't. He was asking about that, and I said, you need to eat one of those. And he goes, hell, I am. And I said, well, if you get called out on it, that's on you, isn't it? I said, I did one. And he's just going, no, I'm just going to hope that no one says anything. I go, I wanted to see him eat it. Just keep drinking. That's enough to entertain me. Cobra needs some tank training on the southern border. Looked like they were heading north. Cobra. Expanse spoiler below. You've been warned. 3, 2, 1. Cass Envar won't return as Alex Camel in Expanse Season 6 following an investigation into the series of allegations of sexual harassment and assault levied against him. So they unceremoniously killed his character off, even though more story to tell with his character. Oh, well, stupid actors think they can do as they want once they're famous. You know, it's kind of funny that you say that, Cobra, because I was like, of all of the things, all of the ways that they could have adiosed one, I'm sorry, his character, for me, he was, I mean, other than titties, which, you know, in a strange kind of way, you know, both, never mind. Both, there's a couple of, couple three pretty hot women in that, in kind of a weird kind of way. I mean, is it just me, or have you ever stopped and said, you know, if I had the opportunity, would I say yes if Bobby asked me on a date that had a happy ending, or would I turn her down because I'd be worried that somehow something on me would get broken? But no, I liked his character. I thought he was charismatic, and I thought he had plenty of storyline, and there was plenty of possible future for his character. And then all of a sudden he just has a stroke while piloting a ship. I was like, okay, what did he do to who'd he piss off? You know, kind of like Gina Carreren? Is it Carreren? From The Mandalorian. I still don't even know what it is that she did or said that pissed off Lucas, but I loved her character. Not to mention, I mean, I don't know. That's another one where you're like, if she says, go get me a cup of coffee, I'd be like, yes, ma'am. Get your ass kicked in multiple ways. She probably wouldn't even have to use her arms or her legs to make you have to tap out. Or pass out. Cobra, black light on your laptop keyboards would look like Jackson Pollock painting. Again, if someone thinks they're gonna hack me or get in by saying, I've got images of you masturbating. Okay, cool. Really? Well, geez, you had 6 opportunities yesterday. I may be old, but I'm not done. Like the episode of Letterkenny. You think you could? Uh-huh. Mr. 27, nice Arnold Bomi intro. And I can say, I made it. I tried. You like it. See, those all suck. I'm not using any of those, Mr. 27. Mr. 27, intro babe. Okay. Mr. 27, brew babe, very, very nice. I like them holding big cans like that. And I can say me too right on the best. Me too, Mr. 27. Mr. 27, hi Matt. Gay. Mr. 27, hi hanging Spock. Yeah, and new Spock. Gunwild. The first mass shooting using the forced reset or binary trigger will lead to a ban of some kind. Yep, been there, done that. McLean. Hey, Eric. I don't want the laptop, but would you send me a pair of your used socks? And maybe the part of the counter Matt puts his butt on. You want the sock that looks like this? You know, the ones I masturbate into in front of my it's like, hey buddy, are you out there? What do you think? I know, I'm Irish, but right now doing pretty good. You got that C. Alice? Hey, that was funny. I don't care who they are. McLean, never mind that that shit. Here comes J-Dog. Hey, dois mio? English, motherfucker. McLean, Eric, I will pay you anything you want for Matt making water video. Hey, I've got some dehydrated vegan water, and it's cool. It's kind of like a bottle like this, about half the size, and you open the top and you dump it into a 1-gallon container, and then you top it off with a gallon of water. It's awesome. Wade, look at that. One of my posts made the brew babe. You know, here's the problem, Wade. Every single time I get to, because I don't want to go a fourth digit, like, for instance, this girl, she's file EC, and I think this is like 905. So I've had E1 through 999, EB 1 through 999. This happens to be EC, and I'm about to hit 999, then I'll start another one. So this particular directory, I'm not even sure. Of course, last time I did this, some of the naughty stuff, and where's the freaking mouse? Okay, let's just take a look at some of the information for this particular file. There is 5,994 pictures in this one folder, Wade. And the chances are that there's a lot that were your babes that we just either haven't gotten them or haven't used them. And then if you want to, make it beyond that, there was the, so you gotta go back to the desktop. We've got car girls, Christmas girls, flag girls, gun girls, just girls, vids, and this was the original Brew Girls folder, which hasn't really had anything new added to in a long time, but there's some old classics in this one. This was the one Smile Money was most approved of, because if it was going to be beer related, we should always have a chick consuming alcohol in the image. Yeah, we should. This gets dangerous fast. We should just go back to what we had. Okay, Zeus. Hey, as in Hay. Wade, have you ever listened to someone and think this guy has no more than 2 functional brain cells? Joey, and this is before you get shaved. Brad, 65th. Oh, I missed out. Mike, cheers, boys. Cheers, Mike. Smile money. You think the military just might need training on how to move tanks effectively in a timely manner? Well, I think anything by rail is dangerous, and I think putting all of your eggs in one basket on one rail is even more dangerous. But I'm not, I'm not in charge of military logistics. What I think is what you get like 150 tanks, and then you drive 4 blocks, then you walk back and get the second one, and then you drive that one. I'm just kidding. Oh, I completely apologize. Holy shit. I want to give a very heartfelt, I mean, he's not going to see this, but a very heartfelt condolences to a member of my family. Another person that started out as a sponsor and then has turned into kind of an Einstein psychotic role model for me, and that would be John Huber. John Huber lost his wife Sandy this morning. She has been battling illness for a long time. When me and Christine went to visit them, what was it, 2 years ago now, Sandy was limited mobility and on oxygen, and she's just been debilitating ever since then. And unfortunately, she passed away early this morning. So, again, my John is, if any of you personally or even think you know John Huber, he's a very passionate guy, and on top of doing everything he can to keep Huber Concepts going, because he's not the darling of the industry. There's a lot of big trigger companies that are extremely jealous of the quality and the product that he turns out. I mean, you can't call any of these other companies and speak to the owner and tell them what you want and have them custom make it for you. If you want a Remington 700 trigger that is a single stage of 1 pound, John will build it for you. If you want a 2-stage trigger that is a 2 pound with a safety lever on it, John will build it for you. And on top of working his ass off to try not to have Huber Concepts go under, because again, he's been basically blacklisted. You know, when you're dealing with a company like Timney and someone like Brownells makes contact and says, listen, we'll sell your triggers, but we need to get some kind of a big discount, and if we sell it for $400, then we take this and this and this, and they're like, okay, because we just have a bunch of little Chinese kids pumping this shit out, or a bunch of machines. When you have Huber Concepts make you a trigger, John has a CNC machine, and it cuts out the parts, and then he hand polishes and hand fits your trigger for you. And because he is not willing to take a loss on his product. And let me tell you, you can choose to believe this or not. You can go to Huber Concepts and go, well, that square brake sure seems expensive. I'm telling you that the amount of profit that he takes off of any one of his particular products is ridiculously low. And he dealt with a friend of his that worked for him that was basically giving the farm away. It's like, okay, no, it's like, we'll send you out 25 triggers and we'll give it this price. Well, that price was less than what it takes John to buy the material, have the electricity to make that happen, pay for the machinery that electricity got used to make that part, and then pay the employee, which for the most part is him, assembling shit and then mailing it out. I mean, I know the inner workings of Huber Concepts, and trust me, if I showed you John's accommodations, he lives well within his means. He drives old vehicles, lives in an old house, and is an old-fashioned guy that believes that a good quality product should sell itself. And the way that he had to run the company and take care of his wife Sandy, I mean, he's what, 70? I hate to put years on him. He's in his early 70s. And he goes and he says that he doesn't want to stop moving because that's when you stop, period. And he was able to keep his company afloat and still take care of a wife that wasn't able to take care of herself. I think it was only in this last month or so that he ended up having to get some hospice in-home hospice help. But John, I love you like a brother, like a father, like a mentor, like a best friend, and I know you lost your best friend this morning. Smart Money, counting booze bottles, so glad Matt was there to count, especially when he counted what could be if some of the bottles weren't so big. Wow, just wow. Sharky, let's work our way up. J8. J8 is a miss. Sharky, looking forward to the High Point adventure. And me too. I just want to prove Mikey wrong and put that gun back into his hands, functional. Like I said, Mikey has some very cool shit in his collection. An M1 Grand, a Model 29 Classic Dirty Harry gun, and he just is very passionate about his stuff. I mean, good God, just look at the... I'm surprised you can't feel that. But yeah, this is where this baby ended up. I got it to do that. That's it right there. And the you can't see it from your angle, but the barrel actually split. And this, I don't care what anyone wants to say. The way these things are built, you should be able to shove as much powder into that shell as it takes to and still be able to put the head on. But this was honestly, this was Winchester. This wasn't even his It wasn't even his loads. He said he had a box of some older stuff that had been sitting there for a while, and he figured, I'll just shoot it up. And then this happened in his hand. Thankfully, nothing came apart. He said that, he goes, yeah, it definitely stung, but yeah, it's like the safety got dislodged, and it's like sticking out. Yeah, prove him wrong. That's all that, you know, me and Nihap and Christine gave Mikey this as a gift, and like I said, he absolutely has, like I said, he absolutely loves this gun. You know, it would be awesome, because I know he's not, I should watch myself. I don't think he watches this over here. I would love to not only get this thing rebuilt or replaced for him, but when the box comes back and he's expecting, and I got this shit-eating grin like, I got your high point. I'd like to build. It'd be great if he opened it up and inside was actually a 1911 chambered in 45, because that has been on his. It's all I've heard about lately. He's been trying to get one, and Sharky SH Intro Babe won the review today. She was okay. Where are we? Oh, we're on the tail end. I better drink up, Johnny. Smile Money. Anyone shocked that motorcycles that Matt owned were sold to women? You know, until I read that, Smile Money, it didn't dawn on me, but that does actually tell a story, doesn't it? Gunwild, it cracked me up how much of a philosopher Matt thinks he is. He is my favorite whooping boy. Mr. 27, Philosopher Brubomi or Dr. Brubomi? Professor. A science guy, really. Crazy Scotsman, whiskey. Crazy Scotsman sending some boot polish along with a few brews. Polishes for your chrome dome. You know what? If I would have known that we would have gone from $1,400 to $2,000 in like, I don't know what it was, 10 minutes when it was thrown out there. If we go over 2, I'll have Christine shave my head. I should have gone for more, Scotsman. I should have gone for more, but what do I need to do to show what Justin's final mission and what everybody else and what we all have done? I mean, last night's show was awesome. That's the first time I had a chance to actually chat with Troy, and he seems like a stand-up guy. Seems like a stand-up guy. Scotsman. Scotsman. It got opened. Nihap gave me permission to have a shot because of this, and you know, this is if you've never shaved all your hair off, this is like some weird ass. First of all, I can hear this. It's like I can hear this in my skull. I don't hear this in my ears. Because it's already starting to... I mean, Christine cut it, and if you watch the video, I ran upstairs and I put shaving cream and I took a fresh razor and I tried to make sure everything was off, and it's already starting back. And this is like, right now, this is like Velcro. Right now, it just kind of reminds me of Velcro. So it's like, with my head on my pillow, if I move, the pillow acts like it's attached to me. I've never shaved my head. I had no problems doing it to raise money to help our cause. Unfortunately, shift directions and basically start over. But the only thing I wish is I wish that Samantha Fitch, and I don't know if she had an abbreviated name or not, but Justin's wife Samantha, I know she had a lot of issues. Samantha, if you ever hear me say this, I realize that there's a lot of things that probably made you angry. The fact that Justin was so dedicated to helping his military brothers and sisters to not do anything stupid, and every single moment that he helped somebody else was moments that he wasn't spending with you. And I know how you feel about all that. But the fact is, this is who Justin was, and you had to know who he was before you said, I do. And now, everything that he did was to help. And you have the opportunity to help us move forward by granting us the permission to use his image. I mean, I don't know. For all I know, if she really got pissed off, be like, you can't use that anymore. But I hope not. But in order to do this correctly, she needs to let us use Justin's. Let us have the rights to use Justin's pictures, and I know all the time that he spent helping military and stop veteran suicide was time that was taken from her, and I know she was hurt by that, and probably very angry, and now here we are, and the only thing to continue being angry, the only person that you're hurting is a lot of people that could use the help, and Samantha, you're the help. I know you don't want to be, but you are. It'd be great if she was very involved. Last is Scotsman saying, right, at 2 minutes, damn man, you need to quit yakking so much. It happens sometime. Going to the club. But I want to say thanks to the Crazy Scotsman, Justin's brother, Troy Yoakum, John Solar, for kicking this in the right direction and getting it going again. And again, I'm just the guy that, whatever we need. And like I said last night during his show, if you have or know somebody that can help, especially with gun parts, the well has completely dried up, and we have some stuff in the making. Last night, Coda Boy 32, I guess, donated a complete 6.5 rifle to put up for donation, and our last stop, campaign number 4, was supposed to be a one-of-a-kind AR-10 done up in the American flag with mags representing all the branches of the military, including the Coasties. And as of right now, nobody that had normally helped has donated anything. The only thing I have is a barrel and a bolt carrier from Faxon. And so we could use some stuff. Moving forward, I have the goodies for the Justin bug out bag, and I have a couple of bags that I received through Battle Box, along with the stuff from Smile Money and Cobra, and I'll be going through the two big tables of stuff, maybe with help from J-Dog, to figure out what would be good to put that I can put in there, and I will put in what I have, whatever it takes to try to build some kind of a cool bug out get home bag. Scotsman. Holy shit, are you kidding me? Oh, never mind, that might have been, oh, that was just the, ooh, Brad. Moving on up to the top, to that deluxe apartment in the sky. Holy shit. Harmarsh, cheers, clubbers. Cheers, Harmarsh. Love you, my brother. I will you all of the powers that I have. Smile Money. Harry's Razor contacted you for sponsorship deal yet? Daddy Warbucks, laugh out loud. Jesus Christ. Didn't Scourge club meeting. Gunwild. Comment number 78. Cheers, Sunny Slopers. Be like Edders and Final Missioners. J-Dog, Heart Club, Mr. Holster. J-Dog, are you going to be here tomorrow? J-Dog, Hellet Cup. Didn't Scourge. Second club meeting. Didn't Scourge. Whiskey and some water. Smile Money. Did you pause again? Did your head get cold? Shut up. Oh, so Didn't Scourge, are you saying that you're a fan of a little whiskey and then a dash of water to try to release those flavors? Yeah, there's a surprise. Why would I even look to see if I have water on hand? Hang on. I need one. And it is literally, it is just a drop. I mean, you could, that's probably still too much. Okay, that's better. Yeah, some people highly recommend that. It helps to release, I don't know, since Matt's not here. Didn't Scourge, my brother. Okay. Gonna hit the button one time. See if Smile Money stands. Well, I guess I should talk about this. Hundreds of babies. Basically, that's what's... Never mind. There's going to be a Joey joke in there, but that would make me throw up. Again, brewed and canned by Trippin' Animals Brewing. They're out of Doral, Florida. It's honestly not bad. I mean, Steve, it's not a stout. 8.5%. If I had another one, I'd probably have another one right now. As it's warming up, it's getting a little bit more of a natural kind of a almost a roasted kind of hoppiness to it. I'd give this an 8.5. And hit the button once again. This is to try to take it away from Smile Money. Oh, damn it. Didn't Scourge? Oh yeah, that was so much better. Actually. Ooh. That has some really nice woodiness to it. Unlike Joey. Cheers, guys.